To tie that all back to early childhood music education, which is what we're talking about here, even as a young kid, I had an identity.
Right.
I've always been a musician.
Right.
And what I noticed with my kids is that kids need an identity.
Yes,
they
right.
need to feel that they're part of something. Even in the second grade or the third grade can say, "Oh, I'm in the orchestra." And I like being in the orchestra, and I feel good about being in the orchestra, and gives me, they don't know it gives them self-esteem because they're too little, but the point is that it does.
Sure.
And I think that is a really important part of what music, not everybody's going to be a musician. In fact, most people aren't going to be a musician. A lot of,
Sure.
I mean, it's like trying to be the shortstop on the New York
Yeah,
Yankees.
it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. We're some of the lucky few. But that doesn't mean that playing in the middle school orchestra, being in the violin section of the middle school orchestra, isn't an important part of the growing process.
Yeah.
And I
See,
think that's really important.
I call it a success model. So in order to be successful in music, you have to get a good instrument, you have to get a good teacher, you have to listen to other good players, and then you have to practice like crazy and play and rehearse.
Right.
So if you take that model of how to be good at something, you can apply that to anything in life, and if you do those same things, you're going to be successful.
Right. And that's a good way to learn that.
Yeah, and now some people are athletes, and they can learn it on the sports field, but not everybody's an athlete, and some kids are going to learn that better or differently playing music. So I do ultimately think that music education should be part of the school system.